Well, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. Welcome to the Milestone Circles information session. My name is Cami Twiggs Taylor, and I am the director of the Milestone Circles program here at the Nasdaq Center. For those of you who may not know, the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center is a nonprofit improving access and knowledge in entrepreneurship to advance economic progress for all. As you'll see in the chat in a moment, the Nasdaq Center provides programs, resources, and exceptional mentorship to help entrepreneurs fuel prosperity, no matter where their journey begins. Be sure to check out the links and resources shared in the chat. I'm now going to launch a few polls to step back and take a temperature gauge on how all of you are doing today. We use this information to guide the programs we provide for this global community of entrepreneurs. And so if there are specific topics or challenges you'd like us to create resources for, feel free to share them in the chat. Just a couple of quick housekeeping notes before we get started. First, let us know where you're dialing in from by dropping it in the chat. We'd love to see where everyone's joining us from for our time together. Second, we'll have a live Q&A at the end of the event. So feel free to submit your questions at any time using the Q&A function at the bottom of your screen. We'll do our best to get to as many as we can. While you're answering, I'd love to take a moment to recognize the incredible support of our corporate partners. The work we do at the center wouldn't be possible without the generosity and belief of our partners and funders, including Nasdaq, Wells Fargo, KPMG, JP Morgan, Chase, Wilson Sonsini, Walmart, the Narian Foundation, and BPM. We're deeply grateful for their partnership, and we hope you'll join us in sharing that appreciation. All right, so let's take a look at this next poll. What's keeping you up at night? Is it finance, sales, marketing, scale, pivot, team, or figuring out how do you survive? What is keeping you up at night? All right. So it looks like a couple more people are sharing. And I see, thanks for putting in the chat where you're from. Many of us are from California, some from North Carolina, Tennessee, Texas. Looks like many of us are keeping us up at night is sales. Then we also have marketing, scale, finance, and surviving. Well, thank you all so much for sharing. All right, so let's talk about what we came here to discuss, and that is Milestone Circles. So I am going to begin by just asking you a few additional questions. These questions are what many of our participants at the Milestone Circles program here at the center start to think about when they are thinking about their journey as entrepreneurs. So here's the first question for you. Have you ever felt like you are spending so much time working in your business that you really don't have much time to work on your business? So if that sounds like you, let us know in the chat. You're spending so much time working in your business, you don't have much time to work on your business. Let us know in the chat if that sounds like you. Yes, someone says. Yes. Anyone else? Absolutely. Awesome. Sounds like me. All right. Here's the next question for you. Do you ever feel like this? I know exactly what I need to do to move my business forward or grow my business, but how do I access it? Where do I begin? Does that sound like anyone? It's like, I know what I need to do. I just don't know how to even access that information. And I'm asking folks, and they're like, I just figured it out. Well, it's like, no, I need something a little bit more specific. Yes. All right. Here's another one. I feel like I'm alone. I'm in a silo. And my current network, friends, family, team, they just don't understand my vision as an entrepreneur. Anyone feel like that before? Friends and family, they were like, what? You're still doing that entrepreneurship thing? Are you gonna like go back to a 9 to 5? Like, yes, this is my 9 to 5 plus plus plus. Yes, it can be isolating for sure. Awesome. All right. Well, let's talk about this immersive program experience at the Nasdaq Center. And it is called the Milestone Circles program. Milestone Circles is one of the immersive programming experiences that we provide. I am going to share a little bit about this program, but I'm also going to save time at the end so that you may ask questions. Again, take a look at that Q&A function at the bottom of your screen. Please put your questions there and I'll answer them at the end of our time together. All right, so Milestone Circles is a 12-week immersive programming experience designed to help you accelerate your leadership and achieve significant strategic company growth. Over the course of 12 weeks, this program will help you clarify and define your critical growth goals for yourself first, because we are entrepreneur first at the center, and your business, accelerate your company's growth velocity, and increase and capture opportunity recognition. The Milestone Circles program supports entrepreneurs from all over the country. We first launched this program, the first circle, in 2021, and to date, we have supported over 6,300 founders. And so this program begins. We have onboardings that begin each and every week. And so when you apply to the Milestone Circles program, you can get into this program once you are approved pretty quickly. You do your application. I'll talk about the process, but just know that there is an opportunity to join this program every single week. And so the 12-week experience includes you dialing into your values, your why, and your vision. During onboarding, each of the participants will identify a milestone that is based on a critical business need. From there, you will go on what we call the milestone journey. And that is a journey to getting that milestone accomplished, pulling down on all of the resources that we offer at the center, our live classes, our workbooks and toolkits, as well as mentorship, to all working together to support you to, again, accomplish that milestone, to reach that business milestone that can transform your business to the next level. All right. And at the end of the experience, after all of that hard work, we are going to celebrate with a virtual graduation where you'll share your milestone accomplishments, your renewed vision, your next milestone, and your commitment to pay it forward. And we also have an opportunities to be featured in a media moment. What makes the Milestone Circles program so unique is our community. Remember, I just said 6,300 founders. We support over 6,300 over the course of our program. But we just don't leave the community. We are here working and supporting each other post that 12-week experience. And even while you are inside of your 12-week experience, and all of those community members, both current participants and alum, join together to form our Milestone Circles community, a robust group, dynamic founders with all expertise, backgrounds, and talents, committed to supporting each other, to supporting the growth of one another on this journey we call entrepreneurship. We also have what we call cornerstone mentors. So these are graduates of the program who are paying it forward in support of new participants coming in. So wouldn't it be nice to talk to someone who has completed, who has achieved the milestone that you're going to be working on, that business need, they solved it. Maybe they have a similar industry as you, or are in a similar stage, or maybe they're like 6 months, 18 months ahead of you, and you can pick their brain and connect with them. That is what community is all about. Remember, at the top, we talked about feeling like you're in a silo. We talked about needing those resources. And so all of those work together to help support you to be able to dial into that critical need that you have. What's keeping you up at night? Dial in there and then create a solution to be able to move your business to the next level. Applications are open for the 2025-2026 Milestone Circles program. Our first circle just started about a couple of months ago in August, the end of August. So we are just getting in there, but I will tell you, spaces fill up very quickly. And so you'll just need to complete that interest form, and you can find that on our website. And when you do that, you'll have an opportunity to select a few preferred dates. I encourage you to select as many as possible, and we'll try to do our best to align that with your availability. If not, no worries. We can still find a place to get you. We will be holding this. This is over the course of the next year. But again, I encourage you to start quickly, start soon, start today. And the great thing about it is, especially is that, you know, if you start, like if you go in there, you apply today, in the next couple of weeks, we have spaces so you can get started in that milestone pretty quickly. Listen, we are already almost in October. Why not start this process to set yourself up and be ready for 2026? All right. So now I'm going to stop talking and I want to hear from you. Let me hear your questions. So I'm going to take a look at the Q&A function. I see the chat is going in, it's buzzing, which is great. Okay. Okay, y'all got some questions, put it in the Q&A so I can take a look at them. I see the chat is going off. I'll scroll through a little bit, but if you have any questions, put it inside of the Q&A function. All right. I love what y'all are saying. It's like, yes, they don't get the vision. I don't have a real job. Y'all know all about it. Hey, Alicia. Yes, if you're just joining, I just gave a quick overview about the Milestone Circles program. We are a 12-week immersive programming experience designed to help you accelerate your business to the next level. We have onboardings that are occurring each and every week, and so you can apply on our website. And now we're about to head into Q&A. So if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to put it right there at the bottom of your screen and the Q&A function. All right, here come the questions. Let's see. Jessica says, how much time is requested to be successful in the program? That is a great question. So typically entrepreneurs share that they are spending 4 to 7 weeks. Oh my goodness, it's a Friday, y'all. 4 to 7 hours per week in working on their milestone. Now, we do have graduation requirements. And so those requirements include a number of classes that you'll need to take, live classes related to your milestone that you will need to take over the course of the 12 weeks. You'll also have to pull down on mentorship opportunities that we offer, as well as our workbook and toolkits. But in regards to the work that you're doing in order to getting your unique milestone accomplished, again, about 4 to 7 weeks, 4 to 7 hours, 4 to 7 hours. What's that with me in weeks today? 4 to 7 hours per week. All right. Sharon says, I was accepted and have not yet received a start date yet. Okay. Give me until we're working on it. Our team is working fast and furiously. So give us until the end of the day. It is on our desk and we're getting those out. But thank you for being here. All right. Can I apply if I am just starting my business? You can apply as long as you have a business that has launched. You need to have actually started and launched your business. And yes, that is totally fine to apply for this program. Yes, I see someone else says, I haven't received my start date. Listen, I love it. I love that y'all are here. Give us, we have a group. I'm sure you're in the group that's on our desk right now, and you'll hear from us by the end of the day. If you do not hear, well, let me say this. If you do not hear from us, because I have 2 groups that we're going through, if you do not hear from us by Tuesday of next week, so if you receive the congratulatory email from us, and it says, we're going to be back in contact with you with their start date, you'll hear from us by the end of the day. If you've applied and you just hadn't heard anything yet, you should hear back from us early next week. Sounds good? All right. What does a 12-week structure look like? Okay. So it begins, week 1 is onboarding. You will join the onboarding group, and that is where you are going to identify a milestone that is based on a critical business need. Week 2 through 12 is what we call the Milestone Circles journey. This journey is your is your pathway, your journey. You are in the car and you are driving. We are in the passenger seat. So you're in the driver's seat, we're in the back seat, we're putting fuel in, we're supporting you along the way. This is your pathway, this is your direction. And so you will create a plan in order to get this milestone accomplished. And then after you've created the plan, you're going to be activating it. So that includes pulling down in resources at the center, attending live classes, connecting with mentors, even our cornerstone mentors. We also have a platform on, you can find this on the center website, called Mentor Makers. And that is where you can schedule time with a mentor to support the tactical aspects of your milestone. And so we help support you in getting set up on Mentor Makers, and you can kind of talk through even with your cornerstone mentor and our team about, okay, well, this is my milestone. How can I use all of the resources at the center to get to my end goal of those accomplishments at the end? And so that's what the 12 weeks, weeks 2 through 12 is your journey. And so you are going to be pulling down on this at your own rhythm. And then after 12 weeks, that's when we'll celebrate in graduation. All right. I submitted my application. I received an acceptance email. Yes, that's fine. So yes, if you curriculum and okay, so the question is, can you provide more details? And so the first part, let me take a step back. The first part of the question is, someone received an application and with their acceptance email, and they're asking, how do they respond to the email? It says, do you agree? So yes, you respond back, yes, there. That's number one. Number two, the second part of the question is, can you provide more details on the curriculum and what we're expected to do in 6 to 10 hours a week the program requires? So I think I can just kind of answer that. The classroom, it is your journey. So 4 to 7 hours, you are working on your own asynchronously. You are meeting with, that's the other piece I probably did not share with you. When you onboard, you will be with a group of people. And so that is your cohort. And so you are going to be connecting with them. You may be meeting with them for accountability support every other week. We have something called a Wednesday accountability networking meetings that happens every single week, and it's open to everyone. So again, this is you creating your own journey. And so that's where you want to make sure that that it helps support you with accountability support. And so we typically work on a sprint goal. And so you would identify, what am I working on over the next 2 weeks that's going to help me make it to milestone accomplishments. So at the end of the day, the goal is to get to the end goal of completing your milestone. And so the activities that you are going to be doing includes classes, mentorship, accountability support, and that you are scheduling on your own. Okay. All right. How many classes? 5 classes over the course of the 12 weeks. Yes, so all of the classes can be found on our center website. If you go to NasdaqCenter.org, you can look for programs for entrepreneurs, and then you'll see a place where there are classes. You can register for classes directly on our website, and you do that. And when you're actively inside of the program, and then you're able to, report those classes to us, and your reflections from that class is a part of the program experience. Those classes are updated all the time. We hold at least 2 to 3, if not more, classes each and every week. Can we modify our milestone? Things move around during your milestone experience, and you may go through the process and you're like, oh my gosh, I think I'm thinking about this a little bit differently. That is okay. You just talk to our team and we'll be able to help support you. I'm in the process of repositioning my existing business to create more of a niche. Is it a good time to join, or should I wait till I have more data on how well the new positioning is working? It's going to be kind of up to you. I mean, that could be something that you may want to bring to the program to work on. If you, my question is going to be to you, do you think that if you figure that out, it's going to transform your business? Then I say yes. Then, you may want to go ahead and get started. If you think that you're in a very, very early stage and that there's some things that you need to think through first, and maybe after you do that, then you may want to just wait. And I'll say to this, give yourself a timeline. What time, when do you think that you want to come back and do that? You can also go ahead and start the process and apply today. There is a place where you can just say, it's like for example, if you're like, I need to finish one little thing up, and don't delay, like go ahead and do it. And if you're like, I'm going to get started maybe in the next month, then yeah, go ahead and apply today. And then we'll reach back out to you, encourage you to come in. But I, from what you're saying to me, I think that you can probably come on and start the program now. Can you give us some more examples of the type of mentorship available? Is it more support for the experts like CPAs, or is it more business coaching for other entrepreneurs? It's a mix of everything. Yes. So we have a mix of everything. So the Cornerstone mentors they're entrepreneurs, they're experts in their own right. They are available to you. Those Cornerstone mentors are they're graduates of the program, so they know about what you're going through. They've gone through it themselves. And so they have a level of expertise, and they are a subject matter expert. And we have some that they are coaches as well. Inside of Mentor Makers, most of them are subject matter experts. And so we have coaches there as well. I don't want to just say that there's only one there, but you can go there and review profiles of the mentors that are in Mentor Makers and schedule time with as many mentors as you would like to help support your need. I love the questions coming in. When will we receive a follow-up email after acceptance? So if you apply to the program and you received a note from me that says, hey, come on, so let me say this. If you received a note from me earlier this week saying you've been accepted at the program, you'll hear back from us today. So, but if you have not received, you've applied and you haven't received anything, wait until early next week. If you have not heard from us at all, then yes, please reach out to us. We'll put the link, the email in chat, circles@thecenter.org. But if you received a note from me earlier this week and said that we're going to get back to you, yes, we are. Apologies, please, for the delay there. You'll hear from us later this day. We're working fast and furiously. It's on our desk, and we're working to get those out. I love that y'all showed up today. I love it. All right. Can you share examples of milestones? Ooh, that is such an interesting one. So here's the thing. I don't typically like to give examples of milestones. And the reason why is because this is a process. When you come to onboarding, your first moments of onboarding, and you go through the process, we are going to take you on a journey. And I don't want that to taint what you may do. So here's what I can tell you. I want you to think about what is keeping you up at night. Think about what's keeping you up at night. That is what is going to inform the milestone. So imagine if the thing that is keeping you up at night can be solved in 12 weeks. That's what we're going to help you with. I know that's not the answer you want. You want me to be like, this is a milestone. This is an example. But listen, here's the thing. When you come to onboarding, we don't even want you thinking about a milestone because it's a process. Like we just don't even think about it. Don't try to sketch it out. Don't have some ideas. Don't talk to some folk and be like, hey, what was y'all's? Okay, well, I might do. Don't do any of that. Just enjoy the process. Enjoy the moment. Trust the process. Is what I want. Trust the process, if you will. Okay, here's the next question. Let's see. Common reason why people don't get accepted. So in order to be accepted to the Milestone Circles program, you must have a business that has launched. So that's number one. Number two, you must be US based. So those are the two requirements of the Milestone Circles program: a US based entrepreneur, and your business and business, US based business, and your business should have launched. All right, next. Do you have any success stories you can share or that I can find online? I encourage you to follow us on our social media sites. So many of our alum are there, and you can also scroll and read some of their experiences. And when you find a story, I encourage you to even reach out to them. If you go to our LinkedIn page, we have a Milestone Circles page. And if you like scroll, you'll be able to see people talking about the Milestone Circles program there, and they talk about their experience there as well. We also have some testimonials and some videos there as well. And so please, I encourage you to check those out as well. Yes, and then Brooke just put in the chat our breaking through of growth. One of the video of one of our graduates of the program and how they broke through to the next level with their business. And she put another one on there. Thanks, Brooke. Yes, your business needs to be US based. So someone asked about, clarification about the business. Yes, US based business. By having a business that's launched, do you mean that's registered as an LLC? It can be a sole proprietorship. That is okay, but you must be in business. You cannot be in the idea stage. So you must be in business. Like, have an idea, trying to figure out entrepreneurship, want to be an entrepreneur, want to be a business owner, but not sure how to try to explore that. That's what, not those stages. If you are interested in entrepreneurship and you haven't gotten to that level of starting a business, you're trying to figure out what you want to have a business on, I encourage you to check out our classes. We have a fabulous YouTube channel. That's another resource that we help you support you in inside of the Milestone Circles program, and how to use that to your advantage. But check out our resources on our YouTube channel. Just look up Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center. Yes. Brooke put in there about milestone makers. If you are a global founder, so meaning that you are out of the United States, we also have the Milestone Makers program that has fewer cohorts a year. And so you can find out more information there and how to apply if you're interested in that program. But that program is focused on, it's thematic. So there's a particular theme that's going to be focused on each cohort that comes along. All right. Other questions? Let's talk about something. Wait a minute. What? Hold on. Okay, hold on. Y'all I love it. Y'all are just on it. Okay, hold on. Let's talk about something exciting. This is like, y'all, I'm reading what someone has asked. Let's talk about something exciting. When we complete the program, will our picture be shown on the Nasdaq electronic billboard in NYC? Ooh, you've been following us, whoever that was that shared that and has seen that there are headshots that have been featured on that tower. So we do have an opportunities for media moments. And so what you've seen is that entrepreneurs who have achieved their milestone and they have shown a level of growth in that milestone. I talk about all of that during the program process of how they're impacting communities, how they're impacting their community, and the type of growth that they're shown. There is an opportunity to have your headshot featured at the Nasdaq Tower, MarketSite Tower in Times Square. All right. And so let's see what else we have here. How long does it take to, before I do that, can you explain more about the difference between NASDAQ and Milestone Circles? Great question. So this organization is called, nonprofit organization, is called the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center, or the Nasdaq Center for short. We are our own 501c3. We are under, we are separate from NASDAQ proper. So that's the difference. And so Milestone Circles is one of the programs that is offered at the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center. Okay, so Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center, we are separate from Nasdaq. We are our own 501c3. And the Milestone Circles program is one of the immersive programs that's offered at the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center. I'm going to give you a little quick rundown of the resources that we provide, the support that we provide to entrepreneurs. All of our support resources are completely free. Milestone Circles program is made possible thanks to the generous support of Wells Fargo, and Wells Fargo is our banking partner at the Nasdaq Entrepreneurial Center. So that's this program we're talking about. The other immersive program that we offer is Milestone Makers, which is what was just placed in the chat. That is available to our global founders. And then we also have Startup Intern Match, and that is for entrepreneurs who are looking to move their business forward but need a little extra help, and we do that by linking them with interns. The other type of resource that we provide is, again, classes, like we were talking about earlier. So we have those live classes that we host each and every week. And we also have workbooks and toolkits that were developed and designed based on insights from our community and wonderful partners that support the work that we do. And so you can see all of our resources support that we provide right there on our website at nasdaqcenter.org. All right. Let's see. How long does it take to be matched with a mentor, and do you meet with that person more than once? Okay, so here's the thing. I'm thinking you're talking about mentor makers by that part. So you are not matched with a mentor in Mentor Makers. Mentor Makers is a platform that you have the opportunity to be a part of, and you can view all of our mentors and schedule time with our mentors. And so you can schedule like a 30-minute conversation with them. You can review their profile, schedule a 30-minute conversation or what have you with the mentor. So you're not being matched one-on-one. In addition, Mentor Makers also has fireside chats. So there are mentors who are hosting conversations in small groups or large groups sometimes. And so you can attend fireside conversations. And the great thing about some of those is that those same mentors that you get to know in those fireside conversations, you can often schedule a one-on-one conversation with them if you're like, wow, I really like what you were talking about. I want to talk to you one-on-one about what I'm going through or my milestone. So that's talking about the Mentor Makers experience. Are applications from this week still being considered? Yes. Our applications are wide open. So yes. And I hope y'all all apply today. So I'm gonna ask y'all that at the very end, like how many of you all have applied? I'm assuming that some of us here, we are currently applying right now while we're on the phone, while some are asking questions. So I'm just going to make that assumption. But yes, if you apply this week and you are checking all of the boxes in regards to you are a U.S. Based business and you are in business, yes, we'll be looking at your application, and for that one, give us early next week, to get back to you. So Latoya, can't wait to see your application come through. Let's see. Linking them with interns. Can you explain more what the interns do? It is based on what you need. So that is a program within itself where the founders are working with our team to identify what their critical needs are and the type of support to bring in. And so it also helps you develop a plan and to manage and support those those interns that will be working in your company. All right. Hi, thank you for submission. To make sure I understand, if I am an American and have a US LLC, but don't currently live in the US, I would be I would only be able to do the Milestone Makers program for global funders. Um, if you are you can do the Milestone Circles program. Your business needs to be in the United States, so you can do the Milestone Circles program. You can do the Milestone Circles program. I'm like making sure I'm reading what you're saying correctly. You live outside. You're you're U.S. citizen, but you're just probably temporarily living outside the U.S. Yes. All right. Um, Send us, whoever that is, can you send me a note so I can learn more? Because I do have a follow-up question, but I want to take it offline. So send us a note at circles@thecenter.org. No, circles at thecenter.org. Thank y'all. So I was like, I missed something. Circles@thecenter.nasdaq.org. All right. Yeah, I told you it's a Friday. It's a Friday. It's a wonderful Friday. I love that all of you are here. I email. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for sending that email. You love my energy? Yes. Listen, it's a Friday. We're getting ready for our 2-day vacation, right, y'all? Tell me in the chat, what are y'all doing on the 2-day vacation as you now, well, listen, now that you have finished your Milestone Circles application and you're going to get ready to get started, what are you doing on your two-day vacation? Saturday to Sunday. That's the 2-day vacation. Reading and marketing. Awesome. An entrepreneur's work is never done. It's water polo games. Both. Oh, fun. Oh, canning homemade salsa. Nice. Deborah says never. Do you have a link to the application? Sure, Diane. We'll put it in the chat. It's right there on our website at the center.nasdaq.org. And that's where, thanks, Jillian. Jillian just put it right there for you inside of the chat. Pull up fall decor. Listen, fall decor. Yes, absolutely. I was just thinking the same. I saw some of those videos where you can just see the different, types of, what do you want? I don't know, like beige pumpkin or a traditional color pumpkin. It's like, I don't know. I love this. We're having Milestone Circles like conversation here. Oh, this is what we do at Milestone Circles. We want that nice business balance with personal. Yes. Create crafting home decor, bike rides, sleeping pizza with kids, time with kiddos. Love it. And working on business. See, that balance is so important. Yes. All right. Okay, what are the questions? I love chit-chatting with y'all, but I also want to answer your questions. Or I know what it is. You are completing the Milestone Circles application. That's what it is. If you have already completed the application, let us know in the chat. I do want to know that. If you haven't completed it yet, like you'll do it later today, let us know that in the chat. Now, when y'all say completed, we're going to be looking for you. We're going to be looking for it. We're going to be like, what happened to such and such? They said they did it. We want to see them in the circle. After Milestone Circles, is there a next recommended program? So listen, I love that you asked that because It does not end after graduation. We have a wonderful dynamic group of graduates of the program, and they continue the work on that next milestone and support each other. The other thing that is, if you are a graduate of the Milestone Circles program, you get access to in-person experiences that we hold. And so we were just in Chicago. When was it? July of this year, earlier July. We were in San Francisco last year. And then our local participants, they get together, they connect with each other. So our, again, 6,300 plus, our community is extremely dynamic. There is a space you will be able to connect with people. You can just like search people. It's fabulous. So, so it's not over after your 12 weeks. I say all I have to say, it's not over after your 12 week. We still have more to do, because we want to help you reach that ultimate vision that you'll learn more about during onboarding. Oh, someone says I'm in the program. How do I stay in contact with my cohort? Okay, let us know. Come in. So we have office hours today. So if you're in the program, come in and talk to us during office hours. And just for everyone that's joining us, haven't gotten to program, we have every Friday, we have something called office hours. It's 1 hour that you can come in and connect with a member of our team to help support you. So the person who just said they are trying to get in contact with their cohort, no worries. Send us come in office hours, or send us an email, send Jillian an email, and we can get in contact with you. Office hours is 12 to 1 p.m. Pacific. So can you send Jillian an email, and we can help support you. Yes, Brooke just said, share the program with all of the US-based entrepreneurs you know. Hey, and here's the other thing, especially for some of you who are like waiting for Cami to finish up today so I can send you, or so Jillian rather can send you your stuff. There was also a note, if you haven't done this already, at the bottom of your acceptance letter, and it invited you to share your acceptance on social media. So yes, do that. Wouldn't it be nice to go through this experience with a buddy, an entrepreneur buddy? So if you have a friend or whoever that's kind of like is in this thing with you, in this game with you of entrepreneurship, you all can join this experience together. Wouldn't that be lovely? All right. Thanks, Jillian. Jillian just put her, the person who asked about, who's in the program, asked about office hours. Jillian just put her information in the chat. Thanks, Jillian. All right. Yes, Brooke. And here's the other great thing. Like, listen, it's just like goodness on top of goodness. If you come in together with your buddy, your friend or friends, then you can travel to our convenings together. Wouldn't that be nice? It's like a circle trip, a group trip, something. Oh my goodness. All right. What other questions do we have? Just submitted my form. Yay! I should be doing the, the little, things. I know Zoom does it. There's something that you do. I can't remember what it is. And it like comes up. That's what I should do every time someone's like, I said, can't wait to see you in the circle. All right. What other questions y'all have for me? How we track 5 mandatory meetings. Okay. So you will have access to a platform inside of the program experience as you're going through the program experience. And that is where you will have an opportunity to track your 5 classes. So you'll share what class you went to, what was your biggest takeaway. It's going to help you to really think about, how you're going to use this and action it to getting your milestone accomplished. Maybe you're going to take whatever from that class and it's like, oh, I need to talk to a mentor about this part because, I'm thinking about how I can use this for my business. So all of that to say, you will track that. You'll be able to track that on our side once you get in program. And the 5 mandatory classes are like, that's the minimum. Like you can attend more classes. It's not just 5 classes, as many as you need to in order to get this milestone accomplished. I would imagine, especially when you're really into working on your milestone, you're going to get so excited about this milestone because you're going to be starting to get some little smaller wins along the way. There are going to be more than 5 classes over the 12 weeks. I'll tell you that. Like I said, we have like 3 to 4 classes sometimes every single week. And so, shoot, in a month, you can get through 5 classes quite easily. You can imagine. You are awesome, Andrew. Thank you for sharing. All right. Do the Wednesday meetings count as a part of the 5 classes? Oh, this must be a current participant. It does not count as a class. Does not. But great question. That's accountability support or mentor support. The Wednesday meetings. And what this person, I don't know who this is, but what this person is talking about is that we host a Wednesday meeting for our full Milestone Circles community. So basically everyone that is actively in program, we just have a day during the week where you can come in. It's optional. You can join us and we work on you'll identify rather a 2-week sprint goal. That's to help keep you accountable. So you identify the 2-week sprint goal, y'all strategize a little bit together, and that's what you commit to you're going to work on. So that's going to help move you to your milestone accomplishment. Just completed the application. Ding, ding, ding. I need to do another. Yay. Every time I see it come through, I love it. So we can all just stay on it. It's like, how many people is here? We can just all stay on together and we just complete our applications together. And then you're going to share it with your friends. And then your friends are going to say like, oh, I need to be there too. Let's all do it together. And then you'll celebrate at the end and y'all will share your group picture at graduation. Love it. All right. Questions. And y'all can also share this with I know I'm saying this now, right? We're like 10 minutes left, 10 minutes left in there. I'm like, you should probably share this too with anybody that you know, so that they can learn about the Milestone Circles program. Is today the deadline? No, today is not the deadline. Great question, Diane. Today is not the deadline. This program is open for over the course of the next year. The thing about it is that our seats fill up fast. So you want to make sure that you don't delay though in getting in the program. So just go ahead and do the application. You'll be able to share your availability, really dates from now until what we have open now is from now until the end of this calendar year. And those are those start dates. Can you describe graduation and what happens next? So graduation is virtual experience. This is where you will join. We have a graduation speaker. You will get a chance to share your renewed vision. You're going to start drafting that. We talk about that. That's something that we talk about. That's something that's going to help you to be able to speak externally much more efficiently about your business. And this will ground you also inside of your work. But anyway, you'll share your renewed vision. You'll share your milestone accomplishments. You'll share your next milestone and your commitment to pay it forward. And so everyone has a chance to have that moment, that graduation moment where they will share that out. And that's what graduation looks like. And then after that is the alum experience, and you get a chance to be able to participate in those. One of the things that I also love talking about as an alum, remember I talked just a moment ago about the in-person experiences you'll be invited to? Well, for Milestone Circles, when we are in person, then we have our bridging ceremony to graduates. So because we weren't able to see each other face to face. When we do see each other, you get a token, and you will go through this wonderful experience to committing to continuing the work for yourself and this fabulous community that you are a part of. Paying it forward commitment. So paying it forward is what we believe in here at the center. What that means is that because everything that we have, what we offer is free to you, no charge to you, we ask that you give back to other entrepreneurs. So that could mean that you are sharing your experience with other entrepreneurs. Some participants come back and they teach at, they have taught at the center. They have come back and they have supported as a cornerstone mentor for the Milestone Circles program. And so that is someone who is following the 12 weeks journey or following or supporting the onboarding experience for as a peer leader over the course of that 12-week process. Some participants have done things through their business, they make sure that if it is a graduate of the Milestone Circles program, they do something through their business to help support the next entrepreneur. Or maybe they just do something for entrepreneurs just in general. So some types of pay it forward, but it's aligning with free support or support rather to entrepreneurs. All right, giving your how to say your time, talent, and treasures, however you would like to give that. How about that? All right, let's see. Is there a particular time for consultants to get together as well? So we have a dynamic community. And so you can go to the community when you are inside of once you've been accepted to the program, you're going to be invited to be a part of our Milestone Circles community. And then when you get there, you have the access to join there. And then when you get there, you can search. So you can search all number of industries, keywords. So if you're trying to connect with like-minded or industry or whatever it is you're looking for, type of entrepreneurs. Let's see. When you are part of a different cohort than someone else, does that mean that you be attending a different meetings? Or is the only difference when you are onboarding and graduation day? Okay, so here it is. Everyone starts inside of an onboarding group. Okay, so that onboarding group is where your cohort come from. Then, that's what becomes your cohort. And so, so you could be, the meetings, and I think this is where you're getting at. Well, the meetings that's required, I would say, I don't want to say required, because the meetings that we have scheduled for you, that is not you scheduling on your own. That's a better way to look at it. So it's not, remember, you're on this journey. You are driving the vehicle. So the ones that you are not driving, where we are putting in place for you, that you will need to attend as a group that you're beginning with. Yes, it is that onboarding, and like that graduation. There's another nuance there, but for the most part, onboarding and graduation. I hope that answers your question. Sorry, it didn't. How many people are in each cohort? It depends. It could be about 12 inside of a cohort. Maybe could be a little bit less. Your group that you're onboarding with may look a little bit bigger, but again, there's some nuances there as well. Does it have to be directly connected to the center? I'm assuming you're asking about your pay it forward. It doesn't necessarily have to. We want you to be out there doing good work, but we hope that you would recognize the work that we are doing at the center. This is what started your pay it forward. Oh, how many cohorts are there? Oh my goodness, we have done. I think we're at 450 plus cohorts that's come through? 490, 450, I think we might be close to like, yeah, the late 400s right now. Ah, hey, Angelo. As a current cohort member, this program is packed with vital info. I'm quite amazed, and everyone legitimately wants you to succeed. Oh, thank you so much. Look at that, pay it forward, Angelo. Thank you for coming in here to do that today. Someone asked earlier about a graduate, like we're going to keep a graduate or program participants. There we go. Oh, look, Angelo. Brooke, our marketing director, just asked you about wants to get that testimonial. So yes, please reach out to her. Look at that. Love it. How many times have you gone through the program? One time through the program. All right. Can my husband or business partner and I be in the same cohort? Yes. You want to put it on your application, and you might have to send us a note though. I just want to say that just to make sure that we get you together. But I love that. That's a nice story too, Brooke. Husband and wife. Or her husband and business partner. Nice. Oh, one more. I'm expanding and from working only with small businesses and looking for hold on, sorry. I'm expanding from working only with small businesses and looking forward to corporate consulting, training, delivering statewide programs. Since I'm expanding to corporate, is it still relevant to me? Okay, so you're trying to expand your business and you want to know if it's relevant to me. Yes, yes, absolutely. We have businesses that are early on to multi-million dollars. So that's how we kind of like the program is designed inside of that's where that cohort work comes in, where we will place you inside of a cohort that's going to complement the work that you're doing. If you started the program but want your partner to join as well, to be from the same cohort who's recently started the program, let us know. Send me a note, send us a note, and we'll happily help you. Okay, so glad I have asked the question because my husband and I work together too. Yay! Come on through. Apply. How many times? Oh, I already answered that one time. One time to go through the program. One business, one time. That's what they gave us. One, yes, is for each entrepreneur. One business. All right, y'all. This has been fun. We're gonna have to do this again. I am hoping everyone here has applied to the Milestone Circles program. I cannot wait to see you come through. Thank you so much for joining us and taking time to be with us today. We would also love for you to join us on our upcoming webinars. You can view the upcoming events using the link inside of the chat. Thank you again for joining us today, and we look forward to having you back online with us soon. Bye-bye.